Diamond Generational Wrestling is back for another exciting night of hard-hitting professional wrestling and another night of a multitude of styles on display, including in our main event a big heavyweight fatal four-way showcase. A lot of good stuff on the card tonight as we see Death Bison taking on ZK Terror in one-on-one competition in the Death Division. Death Bison looking for his very first victory in the Death Division and in DGW to begin with. ZK Terror officially making his TV debut as well in our opening contest. We're seeing tag team action, another tag team match in the tag team division finally, as we see DJ Burnstorm and Willie Snow taking on the team of Sean O'Grady and Bart Basham. Max Campbell is back after his dastardly display attacking Zach Taylor in the backstage area. He's looking to take on Wayne Anderson and get some momentum under his belt as well. He has been quite a mainstay here in DGW, regardless of not only not winning a match, but not having that many matches to begin with. Jake Shields looks to continue to pick up his momentum and possibly even get a #1 contender shot, or at least be in the #1 slot, as he looks to take on Curtis Magnum, who won his matchup in Final Voyage. And then finally that big heavyweight showcase fatal four-way action. It's Pat Awesome, Roy Stone, Justin Lee, and Vincent Katsuyori look to mix it up in our main event.
Yes, indeed. What a show. We have members that we haven't seen on any of the prior episodes yet. We have some ones that are trying to continue up in their momentum, and a super rookie looking for his very first victory in our opening match.
What a show it should be here tonight, here in the Diamond Mine. First class professional wrestling, Diamond Generational Wrestling. Death Bison getting his first one-on-one matchup against ZK Terror. ZK Terror making his debut here in the Death Division and DGW television. Regardless, I don't think ZK Terror will be willing to sit and play stepping stone for Death Bison. But Death Bison is also very hungry as well. Both of these men formidable. We'll see who comes out on top tonight.
Yes, indeed, partner. Death Bison, back-to-back L's. His early career, but he is still a super rookie. Can he prove himself? Can he get into the win column and gain some momentum? He's had a rivalry at the beginning of this journey with Flash Mercer, who's gotten the better of him twice, even though they both lost in that showcase match in that Fatal 4-Way in the Death Division in episode 0, but also in that tag team match. But we saw when Flash Mercer took the L to Hunter Flynn, his tag team partner, Death Bison came up to the stage to taunt him and to gloat.
Yes, it was Hunter Flynn who pinned Death Bison in that tag team matchup. It wasn't Flash Mercer, and then we saw Flash Mercer take a pinfall loss. It was his second pinfall loss technically against Hunter Flynn just a show prior. Death Bison looking to finally get some redemption, looking to finally get a victory under his belt. But so is this man making his debut.
Yes, ZK Terror, another veteran added to the Blood Division, the Death Division, coming for that Blood Championship. We have not seen the champion, Jason Dawn, since episode 0, but also we have not seen all the players for this division yet. I know he's waiting at the top. Ken Ace, who won the Fatal 4-Way Showcase, I know he's also waiting at the top. Will anybody join them looking for their situation? Hunter Flynn, he got 2 wins in a row. Will he join them? And can Death Bison start to get pushing towards that thing?
Yeah, so far Hunter Flynn and Kenny is currently sitting ahead of the pack. Morris is looking to break out, but here we go. Fight a belt sounds well underway. ZK Terror starts with a big right hand and waist lock. Ends it with a backbreaker.
Right. We see another veteran overwhelm another super rookie. That might become a theme here in these early episodes of Diamond Generation Wrestling.
Inside out pump handle from ZK Terror. ZK Terror targeting the back. The big frame of Death Bison showed some strength as well as he is able to muscle him up. But all of his attacks have been focused on the back.
Yes, indeed. I'm starting to learn a lot of information about these guys as it continues. ZK Terror. That is the guy you have to be careful with. His finishing move is a sit-out cradle slam he likes to call the Rough Divide. And a Hammerlock DDT he calls the Daybreaker. Oh, but now the back and forth.
I don't know if this is smart by ZK Terror. Bison has a size arm and then he gets the upper hand right there. But ZK Terror still standing tall. A big chop across the chest. A big right hand. There goes a sick one. These guys are slugging it out.
Indeed, both. Nobody back at dice is another one. My goodness. Oh, he says again. Another punch is being thrown.
It's a hockey fight center stage here in the mine. And Bison coming out on top.
What's he looking for?
Man, the entranceway. I don't know what he's distracted about, but regardless, almost like ice in the back of his head.
Oh, and a beautiful neck breaker.
You can try to roll out, but Bison, big frame in the way, big splash, holds a pin referee, sides his position, and gets a 2 count.
Did he hear something we didn't? What was Death Bison looking at? Only he knows. Is it paranoia? Does he expect Flash Mercer to get him back, or what was it? Is he seeing Ghost?
Oh my God Almighty!
Overshot it, and they're more paranoia at stake there, but he bounces back up like it didn't affect him. Still spooky. I don't know how he did that, but I mean, he is named Death Bison, so I guess I shouldn't be too shocked.
Almost flew into the front row, misses that jab, just keeps going right back at it. Almost, and a big, I thought he'd go for an exploder, big, a scoop slam, power slam, excuse me.
Charging up here, nothing else he's shown. His resiliency and strength. He's been distracted, but every time he seems to bounce back. But it's at 6. Oh, big boot missed. Oh, but it's at 7. Well, that distraction cost him. It might. It's at 8. Oh, and he gets just back in. Oh, he went for it. Didn't get it. Gets rocked.
Gets rocked and against the ropes. He can start not looking to use that as an opportunity to get back in this thing because it's looking really spooky for him. Oh, that jab looked kind of low.
My goodness. Oh, he picks him up. Oh, he fights out.
Bison out the back door.
Oh, wait.
Bison out the back door. And powerbomb.
Powerbomb. That's his finish. 2, 3, and he gets his first win. Even with the distractions and paranoia, he gets the job done. And what a win for him to get on the board.
Get on the board indeed. I mean, my goodness. We don't know if he saw something that we didn't or it's a paranoia thinking that Flash was going to get him back because he played mind games on Flash himself. But regardless, distraction, and he missed that big dive off the top rope. Rope. And then, even still, regardless, he is able to get back. Almost got counted as well. Made it back in the count of 9 and still hit that spinning power bomb. That just goes for the strength and why he calls himself. That Bison living up to his name.
Yes, indeed, partner. I'm almost lost for words. Sorry for almost cutting you off, but it's just I don't even know what to do with that. Unbelievable. I don't even know what he calls that move. We'll have to find that out. I didn't quite have the information. He hit it out of nowhere after countering ZK Terror. My goodness, beautiful though finish by him, and we'll have to see where this takes Death Bison.
night of action has been here in Diamond Generational Wrestling. And speaking of night, we're going to see the dastardly Max Campbell here in action tonight against Wayne Anderson. If you're wondering why I keep calling him dastardly, I mean, even just from his debut on Final Voyage Episode 0, playing pussyfoot, if you will, just dipping his toes in various different divisions, utilizing the low blow in that 4-way match in the Death Division, then attacking Zack Taylor 2 shows ago, in the backstage area. We have no idea what exactly Max Campbell's going to do next, but finally he has a sanctioned match here tonight in the Diamond Mine against Wayne Anderson.
Yes, indeed. On episode 1, he attacked Zack Taylor after Zack Taylor got a good win. And then he attacked him backstage. We don't know why or for what reason. Was it just his frustration for not winning the showcase match? I think that's probably more than likely what the reason was. But Zack Taylor was just the unfortunate recipient of that. And just a very cowardly move by Max Campbell. A man who already had a match and was tired out. And a young wrestler at that.
Yeah, I think it could be attributed to frustration because Max Campbell did indeed make it to the final 2 in that fatal 4-way match. It was a 4-way dance. I mean, it was elimination. It was going to keep going until there's only one man left, and he made it to the final 2 just to fall just short. Even getting an elimination on top of that, he probably thought he had it in the bag, but just didn't. You hear the fans here in the Diamond Man letting him know just how they feel about him.
Yes, indeed. He's a man that will stoop to the level. We saw that. He looked like he fit right into that division in some ways, but also didn't in other ways. Maybe not wanting to take quite as much punishment or the resiliency as somebody like Ken Ace. But we know that's a way of with low blows and willing to do whatever it takes to get the win or the upper hand. But now he gets a man who's been a mainstay at least the first couple of episodes, Wayne Anderson, the Justice Coalition, 2 mentees, Wayne Anderson and Mike Tanaka. They've been pretty prominent to start off Diamond Generation Wrestling. Neither one has gotten a win though, but Justice Masamoto, he's the type of guy that he wants his mentees to be fighting warriors just like him. They will not run away from any challenges. They continue. None of the Justice Coalition has a win, but they're going to keep coming back out here because it's not just about the wins and losses. They know if they put the work in, they'll eventually get to where they want to go. The path of justice is with them.
Yes, there's no better teacher than experience. Getting your reps in, and that's exactly what Wayne Anderson is doing. Being a mainstay, just as you said, we don't even know what division Max Campbell is officially in, if he's in one at all. I don't even know how he's getting away with this. Just jumping back and forth. I don't know if the people up top are going to force him to stay in one regardless. But here we go. Both men in the ring. And Campbell started with a huge tornado kick.
Oh, well, look at that way. Taking it like a champ.
And that big sidewalk slam. Almost like a bookend a little bit. Well, it showed a bit of power there. Both men very similar in size and stature. Anderson, another big power move.
Indeed. That big knee drop. A lot of the Justice Coalition, they work on all aspects of their wrestling game. Try to be as well-rounded could be, all of them. That's just the way it works under Justice Masamoto. He wants them to be well-rounded, be able to fight any style, adapt to anything they need to. Wayne Anderson, he is not from Japan himself. In fact, he has no Japanese background. But he went to Japan to train with the best, end up hooking up with Mike Tanaka and Justice Masamoto by chance, and now he's getting a work in.
Almost like a foreign exchange student, kind of. And what a dive! Find the mark, that Tope Suicida. Camel back up to his feet. We know that Camel is very good on the outside. Saw him get the better of Zack Taylor in that dastardly attack backstage. He also did a majority of his work.
Oh my goodness.
Outside in that Final Voyage, episode 0.
Indeed. Like you said, partner, you can almost make the argument he is better out here. And now he's going to take a little bit of time. Oh, maybe too much time. When Anderson get back to his feet. Oh, no. Still made him break up. But Wayne fighting out. Showing that resiliency.
Caught double tie up. Headlock. And oh my god! And now it's a fist fight. Center of the ring. Detargeting that cut.
Indeed. Only Jin to get the hell out of there. Look at him trying to get the hell out of Dodge. Now he wants nothing to do with this.
Seeing his own blood run down his face. Now he's leaving. That's what I was just talking about earlier. Dastardly. He's saying that he's done with the match. Oh, who's that?
Oh, Zach Taylor. Zach Taylor throwing him back in. He's not letting him run out of there.
But I might have just fired up Max Campbell instead. Beating Wayne Anderson to the punch. Big toe kick off the ropes.
Happen. Oh, look at that. An axe kick. Beautifully done. Indeed.
Almost like that just pissed off Campbell. Is Campbell the type of person? Double knee straight to the chest. Is Campbell the type of person who works better while he's frustrated, when he's angry?
Oh,
look at this.
It might, because it makes him more desperate. A wounded animal, as they say, is more dangerous than anything. Oh, and look at him go! DDT!
Right across the apron. Hardest part of the ring. Did you see the way Wayne Anderson flipped off of the crown of his head? But Wayne Anderson...
Oh, wait.
Oh my god!
Driver!
It's getting real dangerous on the outside!
Maximum damage! He calls that rolling flatliner maximum damage.
And we saw him get a lot of success with it on that episode 0.
But look at these two just bouncing right up and down. And I don't know who that suits better in this affair.
Yeah, both of these men have to be feeling both men being dropped right on the top of their heads.
Oh, now, will that be it? No!
Wayne Anderson able to kick out, keep the match alive. Still has some fight left, but how much? It's Campbell up on the second rope.
Yes, now the effect's starting to come. He's a little slow to get up. Oh, and a big kick!
Straight to the face. Moonsault off the top rope. Now going for a second cover. Referee doesn't see the foot under the rope. Foot right under the rope, but regardless, Anderson able to kick out.
Indeed, he's showing that resilience. Oh, wait, look at this. Oh! And that moonsault. I think that's it. 2.
No!
No! Kicked out of the moonsault. Unbelievable.
And see the look of frustration on the face of Campbell. Another tornado kick, this time to the floor to Wayne Anderson. As the referee's put him back.
Oh, submission! Submission! And he fights out. Oh, wait! Look at this double underhook! Justice! Pin!
But a kick out at 2. And
he calls that Heaven Piercer. And he's charging up again.
Oh my goodness! Tope Suicida from Wayne Anderson. These men are still going. My goodness.
Hitting each other with their best shots respectively. Heaven Piercer, no. Maximum damage, no. Who will get the job done? Oh, he's done this before. We see it.
Oh my god.
Oh my god.
0 kick right to the side of the face. Anderson might be out completely. No, try throwing back in. Anderson still in it.
Anderson going to the top. But he's going to be able to finish. No.
Collar and elbow. What's Campbell going for here? Drops him down.
I'm back. Oh.
Oh, Mr. Moonsault. Don't know why he went for the far end. Maybe trying to show off. Will that come to bite him back?
That might have been a mistake. Embarrassed himself. Oh, punching the cuts. Wayne Anderson fighting like his life depends on it. And what a showcase this has been for him.
And what a match, even for Campbell himself. Like, Campbell is a fighter. He doesn't even need to resort to the tactic that he does. Look at resilience on Campbell as well, but these two men having a hell of a fight.
But maybe this is why he does resort to those tactics, because look how much of a struggle this is. Maybe he doesn't want to go through this type of barn burner, this type of struggle. He's taking a beating, and he just seems like the type of guy he wants to avoid taking this type of punishment.
Yeah, you might be right. It might be too pretty for a fight. And there goes Addison back on the top rope.
Indeed, but it's too late for that. He's in one. Will he outlast? Crossbody!
Big cross body. Oh my goodness.
Big shot. What a match, and another third one.
Oh, homing in on him like a rocket. Wayne Anderson, a man on a mission.
Indeed, and I wonder at this point, Wayne Anderson even worried about winning. He seems like a man possessed. No, up kick. And that's look at that, and that's what I'm talking about, getting the hell out of there.
Toss Anderson as well. You see Anderson trying to find an opening to get in. Campbell trying to back up.
Look at this. This combination. Oh, running. Big shot in. Bulldog.
They're immediately into the cover.
Could that be it? Big combination for the win. And Wayne Anderson gets it.
What a victory. Hard-fought victory for Wayne Anderson.
Yes, look at that. The blood running down his face. That was by no means a walk in the park. Matt Campbell, look at that, breathing hard on the outside. They were in a war. Zach Taylor getting a match of a small revenge and forcing Campbell to fight. Maybe that's another reason he stayed in the match. He already tried to walk away once and he couldn't. What a match, though. My goodness. Congratulations to Wayne Anderson and the Justice Coalition. As his master would tell him, hard work pays off.
Man, oh man. The place to be is the Diamond Mine here in Diamond Generational Wrestling. First class professional wrestling. Main event time as we get to see a big showcase. I know you've been hearing that word a lot, but a big showcase in the heavyweight division. This absolutely should be a good one. We have seen on episode 0, Paul Price, the leader of the Prestige, win the DGW World Championship. We also saw him win another triple threat on top of that. Who will be the first man to be able to challenge Paul Price for that belt? We're trying to find him. As the rest of the men on the roster trying to make a name for themselves, get that kickstart to be ahead of the pack. And I think this match will help decide.
Definitely one of the things we see Jake Shields, he has won his third match in a row, and I know he would love to be a part of it too. And maybe it won't be decided the way everybody thinks it will. We have to talk to the higher-ups, but I heard they have potentially something special planned for next episode that will help maybe lead to at least a more clearer direction, but we'll have to see. But right now we see in 4 men we have yet to see that is part of that title seed for the DGW world title, and this is one of them. Pat, awesome. I mean, these are just some of the best around the indie scene here in Australia. Special calls were made to get these guys in the building to build up this division, and he is one of the best, the master of the cutter. Pat, awesome. He has a variety of cutters that could come from any direction, anywhere.
All of these men, every single person on the roster, but especially these men here in this main event. And as we in the last match too, we saw Jake Shields get his third win in a row. All of these men putting Australian professional wrestling on the map. So you see Roy Stone make his way out here second.
That's a very rare Roy Stone Filipino background. A very rarity. You don't see as much here. Roy Stone, though, he is very no nonsense, straight to the point. In fact, some were surprised here he wasn't even in the Death division, in the Blood division. But no, he's made a name here, and he's coming for the world title.
We'll never say never. We've seen people go from the Death division and into traditional wrestling and vice versa and stay. People that name the likes of Daisuke Sekimoto, people that likes of Shuji Ishikawa. We've seen it both ways. So never say never, but regardless, he's here in the heavyweight division looking for a DGW World Championship. But speaking about Asian professional wrestling, their closest neighbors to Australia, Justice Lee making his way out here third.
Yes, the man from Korea. With the Korean background, actually he's from Korea. He's Korean American. See by his name, Justin Lee. But also one of the young up and rising stars as well. He's more established than some of the other youngsters you see here, and that's why he's in this world title division. Some believe he could also be the very best in this company. Well, he has a chance to prove it here tonight. And like I said, we have people from all over the world. Vincent Katsuyori, another member from Japan, but he's a lot different than all the rest of the ones you've seen, especially completely opposite of the Justice Coalition. Somebody like Justice Matsumoto, who believes in hard work, integrity, honor. This is a very arrogant young upstart who believes he's just the best because his wrestling talent is just that high. Well, we'll see it here tonight. He's a man that's been very, very good on the indies, and he got the call here, and he said, if I can take over a whole company, why wouldn't I?
You can tell just from the way that he carries himself and that permanent smirk he has on his face. Now, a little bit of confidence isn't necessarily a bad thing. As a matter of fact, it can be a very good thing for an athlete's persona, an athlete's mentality, and give them that edge to victory. Or it can bite them in the ass.
Indeed, but all these men are very skillful, all very different. We'll have to see how this match plays out.
Pat Austin, Justin Lee, and Roy Stone and Vincent.
Throw him off again.
Roy not hesitating to use his strength and power to his advantage, just planting Katsuyori into the canvas.
And Justin Lee and Roy Stone makes it Justin Lee probably the second strongest, and he powerbomb his own. Oh, Vincent picks up Pat from the ground and suplex. Beautiful.
Oh, nice reversal from Roy Stone there with the bulldog. Thought he was going to get backdrop. Throws in the corner and then clotheslines. Got right out of his boots. And takes care of Awesome at that. Roy Stone single-handedly taking care of all three men. Well, Awesome trying to fight back.
Also trying to get something going. Big knee. Pushed off again. Roy Stone. Nobody's going to grab him easily. Justin Lee was the only one. A match for him so far in that department. Oh, cutter!
Speaking of cutters, I thought Pat Awesome was a master of the cutter. Did you see that from the Oklahoma position? And then a big, oh my goodness, Roy Stone, a house on fire.
Exactly. He's almost like old school Japan. You got to think of a little mix of the modern, but you got to think he carries himself like a Tenryu or someone in that era of wrestling. But he got some of that modernity mixed in.
I think Anicho Tenryu is a very good example or comparison to make as he takes that big tornado DDT from Pat Awesome. Because looking at the size of Roy Stone, I wouldn't be surprised if he was an ex-sumo himself, just like Tenryu was. But here we go, Katsuyori fighting out the corner. Lee back on. Stone Lee still the only person to take Stone off his feet.
Indeed. Yeah. And look at that now. A lot of mixing up.
Katsuyori's trying. It seems like he's trying to find his footing in this matchup. Only almost a little bit like lost in the sauce, if you will, as the kids say.
Beautiful spinning toe takedown.
And there's a knee lift. Drops the lead to his feet. Springboard stunner from Pat Awesome, but now Stone immediately on him. From his carry position.
Oh, a Death Valley driver. Going for the pin. Oh, insisted. Vincent Katsuyori break it up. Now, Vincent Katsuyori, funny enough, he reminds me of another man with a very similar build and blonde haircut of like a Kaito Kiyomiya, where even though he looks flashy, he actually is a very traditionalist in the way he wrestles to a third degree.
As you see him apply the Fujiwara armbar to point exactly.
That's Fujiwara. We saw spinning toe hold earlier. So don't let the looks fool you. Like I said. Oh, look at this. An exploder! Oh my god, dropping Justin Lee on his head. And it's broken up.
Fast on there to break it. Oh my goodness.
Kicking the back. A goal line. Oh, that blue thunder bomb. And Pat also fighting out whatever Vincent was trying to hit him with.
Now
look at this. Oh, that lights bomb.
And they even go for the pin.
Oh, and look at that.
Jumping. Hurricane Rider from the top rope. Oh my goodness. Look at that athleticism from Pat Awesome. But Lee not even allowing him to bask in that. Really throws him into the corner, right hand. But here comes Katsuyori with the waist lock.
Did not take it too kindly to being dropped earlier.
And Stone still laid out from that Northern Lights bomb. Finally getting back up to his feet.
Yes, indeed. That Northern Lights bomb was beautiful. I'm trying to get some information of what he caused that.
Oh, there's a cutter out of nowhere on Lee. Could be right here. He gets it.
Oh my goodness, an awesome cutter! And he sneaks it out!
Here is your winner,
Pat Awesome! An awesome cutter! What I tell you, the master of the cutter! Finding an avenue, sneaking a victory out!
Least expected at that. Perfect opportunity came out of nowhere, just as you alluded to, and it got him the victory. Just one. Not like it taking that cutter from Roy Stone early in the matchup. You know, he didn't hit it on him. He won the matchup with it. Wow, what a victory for Pat Awesome.
Beautifully done. What will happen now that we potentially have two men aiming for a shot at Paul Price? What will happen next week? We'll just have to find out. You'll know when we know. Thank you for another great episode of Diamond Generation Wrestling, episode 3. Goodbye, everybody. Hello, ladies and gentlemen. This is a match announcement post for next week, as we are here trying to design some future competition for next week's episode to help decide a couple of things. First on the agenda on April 7th will be episode 4, Blue Turtle vs. Black Lightning Jr. to help decide who will face Leo Magic for the television title in the future. Black Lightning Jr. on a roll. Can Blue Toro stop the momentum, or will he fall victim yet again? For the second thing, the Ring Kings debuting, going against Rainstar. Jason Rain got a win, but they still have been unsuccessful in tag competition. Who will challenge the Brothers of the Blade? Will either team be able to get some momentum? And then third, the big announcement, the Prestige versus Pat Awesome, Jake Shields, and Roy Stone. Pat Awesome won the main event. Jake Shields has 3 wins in a row, and Roy Stone did not get pinned. Who will win this major match?
That's it, everybody. Thank you and subscribe.